You know, Robin, I think I'm gonna start reading fan fiction just because sometimes stories just don't go the way I want them to go. Let's find some. Harry Potter slash. I wonder what that means. So, fan fiction? Okay, to be clear, I was not that innocent in 2010. Actually, I think I was more provocative in 2010. Just the way I dressed. And it was, what I read was definitely worse than that. It was like beyond 50 Shades of Grey stuff. Oh! But someone who reads fan fiction and writes fan fiction, I can see why there's a bad name attached to fan fiction. Because not only are there a lot of vulgar stories, but there's a lot of bad writing out there. I mean, it is hard to find a good story. Like, you have to, like, swim through this crap of... It's not that I have a problem with slash, like, you know, you can write whatever the hell you want, but the thing is, it's just... That's all it is. There's no story. It's just like, yeah, we did it, yeah, and did this and did that. It's like, okay, great. I just want a story. That's why I read fanfiction, because I like some, you know, original thing, and I want to read more like it, not something completely over there. But there are some really good writers out there. There are. It's a small section of them, but there are out there. There are even good slash writers, so you shouldn't completely dismiss fanfiction, because there are good stories out there. You just have to find them. I just know in real life when you tell people you write fanfiction, you always get the, really? Look, since we're talking about fanfiction, how about I advertise some of my own, because why not? Here, I'll read you the summaries of each of my stories. I think I have 10 stories right now. I'm a really slow updater, so yeah, sorry. I'm one of those people you're like, update, damn it, why haven't you updated? I'm one of those. Okay, story. Okay, this is the first story I wrote. I like ever being on fanfiction. Even though, okay, it's called Take Control. The summary is, after Logan gets his memory erased in X-Men Origins Wolverine, another kind of government agency finds and captures him and uses him as Weapon X. He is nothing but a weapon to them, and they even lease him out to other agencies for a profit. This is my first story, so don't mock it too much. Yeah, I actually said that in the summary. But this is a story I need to go back and edit, because I know there's probably so many grammar errors, so don't read it yet. Wait until I edit it. I'm trying to read them in the order I actually wrote them, but I don't remember them, and I've deleted some stories, and sorry about that if anyone is watching this and you've read them. Sorry, I didn't like them anymore, and I deleted them. Actually, yeah, I remember this one story was just so graphic. Like, I couldn't believe that came from my brain. I was just like, wow, I messed up. I need to delete this. So that story's gone. But okay, next story. I was really into Wolverine, if you didn't know, because most of these are Wolverine stories. Okay, Ignorance is Bliss. A one-shot story about Victor and Logan as kids before they run away from the Howlett Manor. Warning, child abuse. Yeah, horribleness. Yeah, the one thing I did like about X-Men Origins Wolverine is Victor and Logan's relationship, and we never got to see a lot of it in the movie, which I didn't like, so that's why I have a lot of fan fiction about it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do like that Victor Creed, so if you don't. Okay, this story I may actually delete, so I don't know if I should read it, because if... Okay, it's, Inheritance Cycle story, you know, like Aragon. I mean, I like it. I like the world, but I just did not like the last book. Like, but sure, why not? I'll read it. Okay, it's called True Intentions. Murtagh and Thor are dead serious about changing their true names after Galbatorix possessed Murtagh. But will they be successful, or they will be Galbatorix slaves forever? Kind of an alternate ending of Inheritance. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the story. I actually love this story. Why haven't I finished it? Okay, this one is called Claws and Crowns. The summary is, Wolverine falls back in time during 1518, the Tudors' age. King Henry VIII has never seen anyone like Logan before and finds him interesting, but the king's court has another view about Logan. So it's basically about Wolverine being in the Tudor show. You know Tudors on Showtime? I don't know, I was really obsessed with that show for a while, and I was just like, what if I put Wolverine in that show? I don't know, I actually really like this story. And kind of has a good amount of reviews, so I guess other people like it too. God, I feel like such a jerk because, like, in my description, like my bio, it says, what does it say? It says, and yes, I know I have a lot of stories I don't finish, but I promise one day I'll finish them all. When you ask, when my brain feels like it. But if there's a particular story you like, then review it. Leaving comics helps me get motivated because I think, wow, people like this, so I should write more. And I have not been doing that. I have been ignoring people, and I'm sorry. I have to get, like, in the mood to write fan fiction. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't feel like it. And then, like, years go by. Just years. But okay, the next story is called Home Sweet Home. The summary is, Victor swore he'd never go back to Howard Estate since it only gives him bad memories, but yet he finds himself there. Will he be able to confront his tortured childhood past? Logan also discovers a dark secret. Why there? This is why I write, because I cannot speak out loud. Yeah, and the story is also complete. So it's basically, origins, Victor and Logan going back to that Howlett and being like, oh, memories, my memories. Next story. It's called Forcing the Animal Out. This is a story I actually have redone multiple times, and I also apologize to anyone who read it before and is like, what the hell, I liked it before. I'm sorry. It was just too graphic, and way too graphic. Anyway, and the summary is, instead of Logan just walking away from Team X, like in the Origins movies, Stryker instead orders Victor to go after Logan. And what does Victor do to Logan to make him rejoin the team? And will Logan ever be the same again after what Victor does to him? So it's basically, I just wanted to write a story with Victor Creed and Logan fighting. Like, that's probably the whole point of the story. I just, like, wanted to just, fight porn. Not actual porn, just them fighting. Well, anyway, to the next story. Okay, this is another favorite of mine, and I should get back on it, and I don't know why I don't. Okay, it's called Hostile Second Chances. Robin unwillingly comes home to Gotham City to see his mentor, Batman, but before he can see him, he is kidnapped by the Joker and then finds himself being sold to his greatest enemy, Slade. So, if you guys don't know, I was really obsessed with Teen Titans, and I always loved the Robin and Slade thing, like their rivalry. And my favorite episode is Apprentice, when Robin is his apprentice. And so it's kind of a continuation of that because I just love it. Oh, on to the next story. Okay, this is another one I like. Why haven't I completed this? Okay, this one's called Western Desires, so you know what that means. Okay, the summary is Logan, Victor, and Raven are the best damn bank robbers in the Wild West. Anything is possible with this trio, but other robbers and criminals don't like the competition, and Victor doesn't like Mystique and Logan together. Sex and violence. So it's Origins, Logan and Victor again. I'm sorry, but it's comic book Raven because I really like the story Get Mystique. So it's based off that. I think the first chapter is exactly like the first chapter in Get Mystique. So I kind of mix that together, and they're bank robbers, and Mystique and Logan are together, and Victor's jealous, and it's just all about that. Them being bad. This is another favorite story of mine since it's Weapon X. Since I love Weapon X, I love Weapon X, I love Weapon X. Anyway, the summary is how X-Men Origins Wolverine movie should have been like. My version will have more Weapon X scenes, blood, and violence. So it's basically, I'm just changing the Origin movies to the way I would have liked it. With more Weapon X scenes and less random mutant people running around that made no sense. So, if you like Weapon X, then I suggest you read this because I try to make this like the comic book and, mix with the movie. It can't be exactly like it, but I just really don't understand Fox because they could have made so much money if they stuck to this because Hugh Jackman would have been naked the entire movie. Fools! All of them. Last but not least, this is probably my most popular story because I have over 100 views. I have never gotten over 100 reviews. 146. Oh yeah. Okay, this one is called Avenging Justice on Two Earths. And the summary is, after falling through a portal, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman find themselves in New York, but not the New York they know. They are confronted by the Avengers, who view them as a threat and hunt them down. Darkseid and Thomas turn out to be the real threats. So can these two teams work together to stop the two most evil beings ever to grace the comic book universes? I don't think I pronounced that dude's name right. I never can. By the way, the DC universe of it is I'm using the New 52 universe, and the Marvel side I'm using the movie verse of them. I know it's really confusing. I did that because in the New 52 I'm doing them when they just became a team, and then the Avengers movie that's like when they just became a team, so I kind of just wanted them when they all just became teams, and then they come together and they're like, what's going on? Yeah, so those are my stories if you want to read them, but yep, I write fan fiction, you know. I like writing, even though I have to say my grammar does suck, but hopefully I get better, you know, through writing. So, you know, I just suggest try reading some or try writing some, because, you know, you can make the story anything you want, but please let it be a story and not just